start. Please turn on, please click show caption. Okay. And then you can see the caption that currently being created while I'm speaking right now. Yeah. And we're going to discuss about these topics first of all. Okay. Basically for the part one and part two, I think most of those questions are pretty easy, pretty standard, and can be covered in the class of V and also Tháng. And so, I'm not going to cover that. Basically, I'm trying to focus on the questions that are a bit more challenging, a bit more difficult, right? And specifically for the part three. And so, for example, for this one, okay, so what kind of decision do people usually make in their daily life? So every single day when a person wakes up, he or she needs to make multiple decisions. The first one is what to wear for the day, especially for people going to work or going to school. They need to decide what they need to wear for the rest of the day. For example, if a student having physical education class, then he or she needs to wear sport clothes, okay, sport uniform. On the other hand, if a person goes to work, then he or she needs to wear vest or a traditional business suit, for example. Yeah. Furthermore, they will need to decide what they want to eat for the day, because every single day people need to eat. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner are also a very important decision that they need to make themselves. Like basically, what do they need to eat for the day? In addition, if the day is on Monday, for example, then people can spend a little bit more time thinking about what they will do for the rest of the week in order to fulfill their goals and targets in life. Well, we can certainly have that. So there are multiple things: what to eat, what to wear, where to go, what they want to do for the rest of the week, or maybe if they have a long-term plan for the weekend, for example. So there are multiple things that people can do. Um, what should people do when making a hard decision? When people need to make a hard decision, it is recommended that people share and discuss their ideas as well as the pros and cons with not only themselves, but also with other people. They should seek advice from other experienced individuals that can provide them with valuable input and pointing out things that they have not considered before. Okay. Ultimately, the person needs to take responsibility for his or her own decision based on all the information input, on the informational input or the available input that he or she received from other people. Okay. Do you think it's easier to make a decision by yourself or by discussing with others? Discussing with others require that the person meets up as well as talk and discuss with other people. Today, in my opinion, there is a much better alternative to discussing with other people. That is asking questions directly to AI software, including ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. By the way, this is just a personal thing, okay? I use those AI software every single day. I ask them questions pretty much every single day. And I feel like that, obviously, I think in a sense, they have more knowledge than many people. They have more knowledge than many people. And so wouldn't that be easier if you just talk to the AI instead of talking to people? Now, I know sounds pretty anti-social, but it saves a lot of time. You call your friend, okay, it takes up the time of his or hers. Well, maybe he or she is your best friend, and he or she is willing to spend time with you. But then if they're busy, then what? You wait for them for like 1 2 days, okay? Why don't you just talk to the AI and can receive an immediate answer that quite multifaceted, basically consider from multiple perspectives, and at the same time instantaneously, okay, right away, and you don't have to worry about waiting or I don't know if the person is biased. I mean, the AI software, I know it's can be biased sometimes, but most of the time, they are pretty objective. Okay. So objective, objective. Now, So that questions, okay. What do you think is easier to make decisions? So I think today with the support of the AI, it's much easier to make a decision by oneself. The person only needs to communicate with various AI software available for free in order to receive a lot of inputs from the software. And they only need to make a decision based on the available input provided by the software, and no need to ask for the advice of other people. Okay, personal opinion. You can choose the other one. Okay, you can talk about discuss with other people, taking a lot of time, a lot of input, being with a subjective ideas and things like that. So it's kind of hard. Right. What should okay, why do you think many young people don't like to follow their parents' advice? I think one of the main thing when talking to parents is that some parents can be really imposing. So basically, well, I am older, I have more experience, so you need to listen to me. So that kind of tone when talking to their children makes the children do not want to talk to the parents. So instead of just talking down to their kids, parents should adopt a more objective and fair uh, way of communication. And they need definitely learn to listen to their kids and receive the input from their kids. Now, what do you think young people don't follow their parents' advice? Talking from a position of strength, from a position of experience, and looking down on the kids prevent the kids from opening up and sharing crucial information with her, or their parents, basically. Right? Furthermore, the advice from the parents might come from a different generation that might not have the same value as the young generation does. Therefore, those advices might not be accepted willingly by the young people, okay? By the kids, by the young people. Okay. For those who join late, please, this is the link, okay, for these topics. So when do people change their, what should people do to make better decisions? You know, it is kind of, it's pretty obvious, but you know what? Every single decision you need to make, just ask the AI. Okay, I'm in this situation. Should I do this? Should I do that? And now, obviously, AI is not a psychiatrist. AI is definitely not doctor, definitely. But still, I think it's still much better that you listen to the advice from an AI, ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. It's still much better than you than basically listening to some random advice on the internet, or basically, like this. Okay, so for example, on VM Express, there is section of well, this is basically the ideas, huh? Now, I wasn't looking. Basically, there's a section. So yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Right. So this is the section where people express themselves and then receive input from a lot of people. You know, there will be a lot of people judging others. And instead of writing this, why don't you just, let's say, for example, go on Gemini and let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. Uh, okay. Um, let's try this. Let me try this. Okay. This is totally random. Okay. I'm just getting this from VN Express. Now, I'm going to use Gemini, for example, right? Gemini, because Gemini can accept Vietnamese. Okay. ChatGPT. And I'm going to use that. Okay. ChatGPT, OpenAI. All right. So let me try to do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me just copy the entire thing here. Okay. And let's try this example. Okay. Uh, I just copy a random thing. Okay. I just copy a random thing on VN Express, and then I just post that on ChatGPT. And let's see what kind of recommendation did we see. Um, Well, it's pretty, I mean, if you read this, okay, right, I think it's pretty fair, okay? It's pretty fair in terms of the input, right? So in okay, so like, okay, mở cửa, for example, Làm sao để tôi thảo luận mở cửa. Okay, right. There you go. It gives you a very good solution and it's pretty fair. It's unbiased opinion, right? Considering with all of these comments, right? Okay, just a lot of comments here. I don't think just pretty helpful. And sometimes reading these comments can be pretty depressing. So why do we need to talk to human again? When you can actually talk to the AI. Now, of course, you can argue with me about this topic, but as you can see here, okay, right? Okay, I keep asking questions and it keeps giving me more information, right? There you go. So if you have any question, just ask. Okay, even in terms of emotional check, emotional support, I think the free version of the chat GPT can definitely help you. Or maybe Gemini. I don't know. Right? Let's let me try with Gemini because right now these are the only two that can accept Vietnamese. Okay. Let's just see what can Gemini do for this. Okay. Okay, right. Okay. Kinh nghiệm tôi. Okay, there we go. It actually provide me, well, some advice and also some link that I can further read. Um, okay. That's what I'm saying. Hey, what should people do to make better decisions? Ask the AI. Now it's pretty straightforward, but then asking the AI for more detail, ask the AI to clarify the position, the pros and the cons of what you're about to do. Okay. And in my opinion, I believe that it can give a lot of valuable input. And then you can judge from that. And by the way, the AI does not judge you. The AI does not judge you. Okay. Right. Like for example, you should be lonely. Right. Come on. They are asking for advice. They are not asking you to judge dumb, okay? Right? So why are you judging that person? Right? So there's just a lot of negative comments that I sometimes I read this. I don't read this, but with the development of AI, I'm like, why do you need to go online, post your personal story there to receive some input from complete strangers who do not understand your situation and who do not provide a fair and unbiased opinion when you can actually just talk to the AI? Okay, that's my personal opinion. Okay, anyway, you can actually answer like that for the IELTS. I think it's pretty fair. Okay, it's pretty fair. What should people do to make that decision? So when do people change their decision? People change the decision when they receive negative outcome of their decision. For example, let's just say I decide to exercise and I really want to have a six-pack abs as soon as possible. Therefore, I decided to spend 2 hours every single day exercising. Okay, 2 hours every single day. I will do that. But then, by spending 2 hours every single day, I don't have time to do other work. In addition, when I exercise for 2 hours continuously, I feel really, really, really tired, and I no longer have energy to do anything else for the rest of the day. So as a result, I have to change my decision. So whenever they receive negative output based on the decision that they made, okay, then people should change their decision. Okay. And why do people make decision? Because the thing here is that um, no, if you do not make a decision for yourself, somebody else will make a decision for you. So if a child does not decide what kind of major or what kind of university he or she wants to go to, or what kind of major that he or she wants to follow, pursue, then obviously the parents will step in and, hey, you should study this, you should study that. And by listening to the advice, well, not very harmful, but then, not really suitable, maybe. By listening to those advice, okay, you are letting other people decide for yourself, decide your life, decide the direction that you are heading to. Is that a good thing? I don't think so. Okay, because if somebody decide your life and then something bad happens, which most of the time it will, then you kind of like, oh no, my mom told me to do this, so I blame it on her. She did this to me. She ruined my life. Well, it's you who let your mom decide what happened in your life, and now you're blaming her instead of taking your own responsibility about your future. And it's kind of hard, right? Next one, does studying and learning make people feel tired today? In my opinion, I think studying and learning require a lot of mental power to process information and to solve academic problems. Therefore, spending unusually a high amount of time, multiple hours, just studying and learning can be extremely tired. Therefore, it is recommended that people combine physical exercise with mental exercise, doing and learning and studying, in order to maintain top performance in both fields. Physical exercise is extremely important to help people study and learn better every single day. So when do people usually feel tired? If people do not receive enough sleep, recommended by doctors to have at least 8 hours of sleep continuously each day. When people do not have enough sleep, they will feel really tired. In addition, if they just sit for a long period of time, they can easily get tired as well basically without any physical activities, physical exercise. People can get tired really, really quick. Okay. The next question is kind of strange. Do people have fewer holidays now than in the past? Actually, people today have more holidays than in the past. In the past, there was no weekend. There was no concept of weekend. There was just Sunday where basically Sunday in Vietnamese is called ngày Chúa Nhật. Okay, in Christianity it's called ngày Chúa Nhật, không phải Chủ nhật, Chúa Nhật. So basically, it was the Sunday were considered a day for people to go to church and worship God. Okay, ngày Chúa Nhật. Right? So most people would not work on Sunday, right? But they still work on Saturday. Okay. Now, after a long period of time, people changed their opinion and decided, well, you know what? I think we should have 2 days as weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And so many countries, including Vietnam today, have working hours from Monday to Friday, and then, off hours from Saturday and Sunday. We change. And countries like the UK, and I talked about this previously, the UK and Japan tested 4-hour work week. Oh, sorry, not 4 hour, 4 day work week. I'm sorry, 4 hours. What am I talking about? Right now, so many European countries are now embracing this 4-day work week from Monday to Thursday, and people have 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Or some countries have a more flexible schedule where, well, basically between Monday and Friday, you can have 1 day off. You just need to work 4 days within those 5 days. And obviously your weekends, Saturday and Sunday, are the days where you will be off. So many European countries, many developed countries are testing the 4-day work week to certain level of success. I have to say, certain level of success. I mean, results are coming out. And let me get back to this. So in my opinion, I do not believe that people have fewer holidays now than in the past. In the past, there was no concept of weekend. There was no concept of maternity leave. Okay, nghỉ thai sản, maternity leave. There was no concept of maternity or paternity leave. And in addition, there was no concept of retirement. Today, with the support of government, people paying taxes, right? Government will provide social care, social support, healthcare for senior citizens, right? And furthermore, people now in some developed country only need to work 4 days per week instead of 5 days. Therefore, I believe that people have more time to relax and wind down instead of comparing two people in the class, basically. What are the differences between feeling tired after studying and after exercising? Feeling tired after exercising is the tiredness caused by physical activities. The muscle in the body aches because of the heavy exercise that a person did during those hours, during those minutes exercising. On the other hand, feeling tired after studying is caused by sorry, I'm still letting people in. Sorry. Yeah. Is caused by mental power depletion. Therefore, it is very important that for both, I think the main differences is that tired after studying can be resolved by exercising and vice versa. So basically, if a person becomes tired after exercising, he or she can sit down to do some mental exercise, including reading, meditation. On the other hand, if a person feeling really tired after studying, then he or she can exercise instead. So these two things can be complementary, and people can do one or another to help recover the energy. It's also very important that people drink enough water during studying and exercising to keep the body hydrated. Water, very important. Another difference between feeling tired after studying and after exercising is that after a long period of studying, okay, people tend to sit down. When exercising, people tend to stand up on their 2 feet. Okay, so the feeling tired is not caused by studying, can be because people are not being active and sitting in one position for a long period of time. Okay. On the other hand, exercising is mainly about using certain muscle in the body that people don't or usually use before, and now those muscles ache because, well, they're being used. All right. How can people solve the problem that old people easily get tired? I mean, this is a very, very generic question. My recommendation for this is that you narrow it down to a specific topic that you are familiar with, a specific example that you are familiar with. Okay, so how can people solve the problem that old people easily get tired? And I will say this. Answering this question, I was just gonna mention a specific example. So, in my case, my parents or I mean your grandparents, for example, easily get tired. Well, with playing computer games or with exercising or with doing some houseworks, right? So whatever, just say a specific problem. Mention specifically what is the problem that old people, your grandma, your grandpa, your parents are, easily get tired of. And then what is your solution to that specific problem, right? So there are many. Okay? So my recommendation, if you run into a question and you're being asked a question that kind of like generic like that, okay, you have the right and you should narrow it down to a specific topic that you are familiar with to answer. Do not, sorry, I don't know. I think this is pretty generic. I don't know how to answer. You need to provide an answer. Okay. The examiner in the IELTS exam, okay, the purpose is to judge your ability to communicate effectively and correctly instead of, oh my God, this is a wonderful idea. He's a very charismatic person that can answer all of these questions fluently. No, it's not like that. It's basically you have enough idea, you can communicate fluently and using enough vocabularies, sentence structure, and do not make grammatical errors while you speak. That's it, basically. Okay. The part three. Oh yeah, Bảo Nhi, thank you. Sorry. I think you can find it. Let me send you the link right here. Thank you. Now part three. By the way, these are all the topics for April 2024. I collected from various sources online. Yeah. How do you find information about robots? There are multiple sources of information where you can find information or more details about robots specifically, first of all, is through the AI software like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini. Second, people can just Google for information online to find out more about robots. Other sites such as YouTube, also TikTok, and Facebook definitely provide valuable information about robots. And last but not least, schools and universities, academic institutions also provide basically are also the place where people can find information about robots. So there are multiple sources, multiple locations, multiple places that you can find information about this topic. Should children study science? Why? Well, it can be both ways. You can answer no or you can answer yes. Let me just answer no first. Today, technology becomes more and more prevalent with the recent arrival of AI and AI software, including Sora. Okay. And by the way, talking about that, I don't know if anybody Suno.ai. Okay, so you can actually create song. You can actually create song. Okay, from request. Let's say I want to create this a boss fight. Okay, this is kind of weird. Okay, by the way, if you go to this site, they actually a lot of people around the world are creating songs that just really weird. But by the way, the tune is pretty catchy. The tune is really catchy. So you can actually listen to some of these AI created song and tell me if you like it or not. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Anyways, sorry, let me get back. I'm going too far. Okay, that's why I'm really afraid. I'm using AI and I'm really afraid of how advanced it is. Okay. So if you have watched the latest video on Sora, okay, not this one, the latest video on Sora, there are multiple video. Okay. Right, you can actually just watch this. It's just how crazy it is. They can create music, things like that. So getting back to this. With the development of technology, AI software are taking jobs away from people. Therefore, learning science is no longer a necessity. In order to survive, people should develop vocational skills that cannot be done or replaced by AI. For example, plumber. For example, electrician. Even, for example, being a housekeeper. Well, being a good cook, a good chef, right? So developing physical skill like fixing plumbing, fixing electricity, cleaning houses as a maid, okay? Well, in my opinion, those are the things AI are not being able to do that right now. Oh, but you can say, oh, but I have this Roomba robot that can actually do the cleaning. Well, okay, fine, but I don't think basically a Roomba robot can actually clean a house, maybe an apartment. Yes, a house, probably not. You know, it cannot climb the stair. You can climb the stair. You can clean the stair. I don't think the Roomba can clean the stair. There we go. All right. So children should definitely learn valuable skills in order to find jobs that are not replaced by robots or AI today. Skills including fixing electricity, building things, and all the other examples that I gave you. Now, on the other hand, you can actually say, with the advent of technology and the release of new AI software and companies producing so many technological products today, it is very important that children learn to study science in order to utilize these tools to improve their future and to have a better job opportunities. Those people who do not possess skills sufficient to utilize this technology will be left behind and replaced by other with higher skill. So you need to study science. On the other hand, hey, I want to be a plumber. I'm good with plumbing. Okay. Oh, by the way, it's very hot in Ho Chi Minh City right now. Well, it's not just Ho Chi Minh City, the entire country. It's really hot. So I want to be a person who can fix aircon. And I can tell you, I can guarantee you that I can find jobs easily because just so many people are using their air conditioners today that, well, a lot of them need fixing. So I'm not going to run out of jobs. Okay, there we go. But there's some children not like science. These children study science. I think with the support of the AI software, people don't no longer need to learn how to code. They only need to communicate. They only learn how to communicate with the AI software that can help them do things that they want. So therefore, when the children do not like science, by the way, personal opinion, relating to this. Um, in my opinion, I think chuyên văn, okay, literature specialized class, chuyên văn. The students in those classes, okay, the Vietnamese literature specialized class, I believe the student majoring in literature will be very valuable in the future. Not even in the future, today. Again, why am I saying like that? First of all, you need to have the ability to describe what you want in detail, very specifically. The more details that you can provide to an AI chatbot like ChatGPT or Gemini, the better the results will be. So people, especially those who are majoring in literature, have very good written communication skills. Okay, written communication skill, basically the ability to write very well in detail. And so those people, I have to say, okay, and by the way, chuyên văn, ở đây các bạn nào chuyên văn không? Anybody specialize in literature? Chuyên văn. Raise your hands. Anybody? No, no, chuyên văn, no, no. Oh gosh, I tell you this. In my opinion, if you specialize in literature, okay, very good with writing, oh my God, you can definitely use this software very effectively. These chatbots very effectively if you can write, if you can type questions in detail. Okay, very with specific details. The more specific, the better your results will be. Okay. Anyway, so why do some children not like science? Some children love to explore other aspects of life, including arts, design, and literature. Therefore, these students do not need to learn science. In fact, with the arrival of ChatGPT and Gemini, these children only need to develop the skill to communicate with these AI chatbots to receive the results that they want. So for example, with ChatGPT or with Sora, for example, right? There's actually this airhead movie made by Sora. Okay, right? Okay. So if this is the video, and I think the I think that I think the company actually provide a description of this short movie made entirely by Sora. Okay, right? It's called Airhead. Basically, there's a balloon for the head of a person. Now, it's not a horror movie. It is not a horror movie. It's just a short film made entirely by Sora, and it's kind of really hard to distinguish, right? Well, I mean, of course, it's pretty easy to distinguish, but but it's just very, very realistic, right? A short movie made by Sora. So the script for this movie is really long. So that's why I'm saying that the student majoring in literature, okay, can do very well in the future, well, today, okay, with the advent of AI. Okay, right, with the advent of AI. This is a movie for 1 minute, created by Sora. It's kind of freaky, but this is where we are right now. Right now, what elements do scientists need? So there are multiple characteristics that a person who wants to pursue science should possess. The first thing is curiosity. If a person is not curious about the things that are happening around them, it's going to be very difficult for them to become scientists. They need to constantly ask themselves, Why do I want to do this? Why is it happening? Right? And how can I solve this? How can I explain this? Maintain a curious mind is crucial for any scientist. Second, the person needs to be very patient because doing research and finding answer like the three body problem, like very hot movie right now on Netflix. Uh, um, basically, basically, doing research and solving problems require a lot of time. So if a person is not very patient, he or she can easily give up because doing research can be very stressful sometimes because the results do not come back as they expected. Okay, do not come back as they expected. So you have to be patient. You have to have the ability to endure failures continuously, to keep asking questions and be consistent and follow through with what you want to do for many, many years. So curiosity, patience. Okay, we can talk about creativity as well. You can add more, but I think just two ideas are sufficient for you to answer the question. And beside the factors you mentioned, do they need anything else? Then you can talk about creativity. Okay, creativity, technical knowledge, the ability to utilize different scientific tools, softwares, robots to support in their research. Okay, yeah, multiple things. Right. So these are the questions that I found more pretty like generic and kind of hard for the speaking topics in April 2024. Okay. And if you need more ideas, just let me know. Okay. Or if you have any question about this topic, just let me know. I can provide more topics. Now let's get into the writing. Okay. Writing, I'm going to type them out. Okay. So there are two topics that I could not cover last week. So let me go through these topics. Okay. Criminals. Okay. Now, causes. Many criminals commit further crimes after they have been released from prison. Many, for many convicts, after being released, prison, society, and other people will not accept the social stigma with being a prisoner, with being a former prisoner, prevents these people, these convicts, from finding jobs and reintegrate back into wait. Oh, this okay. So just reintegrate. Okay, sorry, my bad. Reintegrate back into normal lives. Therefore, in order to survive, they need to commit crime again. Okay, this from finding jobs and reintegrating back into normal lives. Survive, they need to commit crime again. Okay. Another reason is that for many former criminals in prison, why in prison? The world outside has changed significantly. Okay. So if you're talking about a prisoner who, you know, is kept in prison for like 10 years. 10 years ago, we didn't even have AI. We didn't have ChatGPT. We didn't even have the Ukrainian-Russian war. We didn't even have Iran attacking Israel and then Israel killing people in the Palestine. And 10 years ago, the world was pretty, how do I say this? Peaceful. It was pretty peaceful. Okay? And now 10 years later, they come back out and like, oh my God. The amount of information, the amount of change, okay, that happened during the last 10 years, it's just so much that the world outside has changed so much that they just cannot keep up. Okay? Therefore, upon release, they these convicts, okay, do not possess sufficient skill and knowledge to find jobs, to uh, to adapt to this new environment. It's completely new. Just think about a person who received, let's just say, 20-year prison term. Okay, 20 years prison term. Now, for 20 years, oh my God, 10 years, significant change already. If you think about 20 years, what's going to happen? Huh? 20 years ago, well, Facebook was not even here. 20 years ago, Facebook was not even here. Okay? And now I have to learn how to use Facebook. Oh my God. And TikTok. Wait, what is TikTok? Okay, what is TikTok? Oh, what is YouTube? Oh my God, that I can actually watch anything, anywhere, any place today? Wait, 20 years ago, I just, where's my TV? Well, yeah, people don't watch TV these days anymore, okay? Right? Oh, wait, when I buy a TV, I need to buy the internet connection that goes with the TV. I thought I just need to buy an antenna and then, put it up on my roof and then I can get a signal and then, oh, yeah, I can watch TV. But no, 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 no. You need to have internet connection today. So you need to buy this bundle with high-speed internet. Oh, wait, high-speed internet? What is that? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that the world changes rapidly. And when a person is in prison and without proper education and training, he or she, a person, like, cannot catch up with what's going on in the world today, unfortunately, because the world changes so fast. Okay? So, causes. Okay? Now, social stigma, the solutions. So, first of all, governments need to provide uh, vocational training for many prisoners while they serve their terms. Upon release, these people have sufficient skill to find jobs and reintegrate back into society. That's the very first thing. Government needs to do that. Instead of just keeping them in prison, okay, they need to provide vocational training so that these people can be useful when they are released. Otherwise, they would just recommit crime to make money. And well, I mean, everybody needs money. Everybody needs money. Okay. So if they cannot make money, they will have to steal money or rob money from somebody else to survive. It's just it's just coming down to survival. It's just coming down to survival. Furthermore, um, okay, society, okay, sorry, governments should encourage businesses to open, to recruit former convicts. Okay, so it's not enough that the governments provide education, vocational training for these convicts. It's also important that they need to provide job opportunities for these convicts, these felons, felons. Okay, define. This one is a new word. Okay, I want to give you felons. Okay, right. It's convicted felony. Okay, felons. Right, to act, basically breaking the law. Now, government should encourage business to recruit former convicts or former prisoners um, upon release. Doing so would allow them to find works to do right after being released. Okay, these allow them to find works right after being released. This will keep them from really committing crime. Okay, right, so they recommend from committing crime again. And last but not least, government should impose stricter Now, I don't know if this is a very good solution, but I think that the stricter punishment for re-offender. Okay, punishment. Sorry. For re-offenders. So, for example, so if I committed a crime, let's say stealing something, and if I then repeat that mistake and then go into prison again, I will be sentenced to a much longer term because this is a repeating offense. I do not learn my lesson. Okay, I repeat the crime and I should receive harsher punishment from the government. All right. Oh, not improve, impose stricter punishment for reoffender. This can uh, deter many convicts, many former prisoners from committing crimes again. Okay, with convicts, right? So those are the three ideas that you can actually use for this topic. Okay, next topic. The crime rate nowadays is decreasing compared to the past due to advanced technology. We can prevent and solve a crime. Do you agree or disagree? And I have to agree most of the time. First of all, I can talk about CCTV. Okay, so what is CCTV? Basically, it's public video. Okay, in the UK, well, no. I'm not talking about the China Central Television. Closed circuit television. There we go. This is the one. Okay. So, wrong search. Okay. Eco CCTV, it's available everywhere in many countries, especially developed countries as well. Is widely used in China for facial recognition. Okay, so if you use public transportation, if you get on a bus, a train, or even airport, they can recognize your face. So it's kind of really hard for you to move around and not being recognized because there's actually just using AI to recognize your face. Facial recognition performed by AI software can recognize any potential criminals. Okay. In China, there is this concept, which is just really, I think it's I don't know, I think it's more like a utopia when they do this. China has a point system for citizens. I don't know, I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, there we go. Okay. China social credit system. Okay. Now, what do I mean by social credit system? It's basically uh, they will judge your behavior in public. So let's say I go out and I have a dog and the dog just shit somewhere, okay, right? Shit somewhere, okay, give poop, okay, and then I do not clean it up, huh? Right? Or if I get into a fight in public, okay, or if I throw trash around and being caught by the CCTV, okay, closed circuit television, then my social credit score will be reduced. And then when I apply for job, okay, apply for job, social credit system. If I have very low score, ah, oh no, I did not commit any crime. Sometime I go out and I spit. Okay, right. Sometime I go out and spit, but then I get caught on CCTV, so I receive a low score. And now when I apply for job, they ask me for my score, and oh my God, Mr. Nam, you have a very low social credit score. No, I did not commit any crime, right? Okay, right. Social credit system used to be meme heavily in the US, really? Okay, I did not know that. But in the US, no, there was none. I mean, I don't think any other country in the world is doing this besides China. I don't think any. Okay, and the reason China was able to do this is because of the huge CCTV network surrounding the entire country. And so your action in public, in the park, okay, in the train, okay, on the train, on the bus, um, I mean, anywhere, right? Speeding, okay, will be evaluated. And if you do bad things, even though that you do not break the law, when you do bad thing, you are reported and they can recognize your face, facial recognition, AI software, and they will deduct your score. And then if you argue, yeah, so yeah, we have the video of you throwing plastic trash right here on this day, okay, April 14, 2020, and you did this at 9 a.m. So can you tell me if this is you? We recognize this, okay, activity, and we recognize your face right here. Oh, I didn't even remember doing that, okay? And I have not seen any other country doing this at all, but only China. So basically, if you behave badly in public, okay, you have your dog attacking other people, your dog running around and pooping everywhere, okay, and you not cleaning that up, that is also a bad thing. You spit, you chew gum, and you not throwing your used gum, okay, your chewing gum in appropriate location, yeah, you receive bad score. Going back to this, well, CCTV, closed circuit television. I'm not talking about China, okay? I'm talking CCTV. In many countries, many developed countries, um, like the US, the UK, and China, have uh, a very have a nationwide CCTV network that monitor activities of their citizens. The CCTV networks that monitor activities. These CCTV network now combined with AI facial recognition technology that can help police capture criminals. Okay, capture wanted criminals. Okay, easy. Okay, so unless you commit crime and you just stay in one place, the moment that you use public transportation or you appear in public on any street, you will be recorded. Okay, and that's why China was able to launch this social credit system due to the huge, huge, the vast CCTV network with AI facial recognition technology. Entire country. It's just how crazy that is, huh? The entire country, facial recognition for the entire country. Now, of course, in Europe and in the US, they are not doing that. They're raising problem with privacy protection. And so those countries, it's not like they cannot do it. They're not technologically advanced enough to do it. It's just because, well, they believe that, specifically in the US, also in some European countries, they believe that this monitoring system, okay, clearly violate personal privacy and they cannot implement such technology. In China, no problem. No problem. Wait, what? Okay. Anyway, so it's it's not just like committing crime. In China, it is about behaving well in public. Just think about that for a second. Behaving well in public. No arguing, no fighting, no cutting in line. Okay, you behave very well in public because you are being monitored and your score will be deducted if you do something wrong. Now, I'm not just talking about something illegal. I'm not talking about violating the law. I'm just talking about you doing something wrong. It's not illegal, okay? Không có phạm pháp. It's just doing something wrong, behave badly in public, and then yeah, your score deducted. And then when you go borrow money from a bank, you need to pay higher interest, trả lãi cao hơn cho ngân hàng. Now, if you want to apply for a job, you will be rejected because your social score is very low. Yeah, because you don't behave well in public, so it's kind of really hard for you to behave well in a work environment. So I don't want to accept you, despite the fact that you have a very good credentials, very good university education, but still no. So agree. Wanted criminal easily. Furthermore, developments of DNA technology in the last 30 years. Wait, how many years? DNA in crime solving. How many years already? I don't remember how many years. How long been used to 1986. So I'm right. Okay. DNA was okay. So the DNA result that would be probably 40 years, 40 years, 40 years. I thought it was 20, 30 years. It's 40 years already. Development in the last 40 years have allowed okay, the police to capture allow the police to solve many criminal cases. Criminal. Okay, sorry, criminal cases. Um, have allowed the police to solve. Okay, what? Why am I typing? I'm saying something and then I'm typing totally different. Um, yeah, have allowed the police to solve many criminal cases. This also prevents people to commit crime. Okay. Today. Now you can actually disagree. Okay. With the advance of technology, many crimes today can be done remotely without being detected. So for those investing in the stock market, I mean, 3, 4 weeks ago, you probably heard of the situation with Viet, where there was a ransomware attack on the company, and basically the company could not provide services to customer for an entire week, and it was just crazy. Okay, and you think about that, all the other like, oh, I'm the police. Okay, anh Thảo. Yes, I'm Nam. I'm a police officer, and I'm calling you because you are being you are being investigated due to money laundering. And please provide your bank account with username and password so that we can verify the information in your bank account. And then, anh Thảo, which is like, oh my God, yeah, why am I being investigated? No, that is just a scam call, right? Okay, a scam call to force you to provide your information. So where are these people? Well, they are Vietnamese people in Myanmar. Yes, Myanmar, right? Human trafficking, okay? Forcing these people, calling back home, calling to Vietnamese people, pretending to be police officers, pretending to be post office officers, and many other people in power, and telling, Minh Khang or Đăng Khoa or Nam Long to transfer money. Okay, so with the advent of technology, many crimes today can be done remotely without being detected. The rise of international crime, okay, increases significantly in the last couple of years. Okay, international crime. So international crime increases significantly. For example, in Vietnam, many senior citizens have been cheated out of their money, okay, uh, after being called by fake police officers, uh, fake post office employees, and other, okay, private officer, okay, uh, right? A lot of people. Furthermore, in addition, the recent attack of Viet, the recent ransomware attack, right? And several companies prove how serious crime, okay, cybercrimes are getting. Okay, because I'm not in Vietnam. Why do I care? I don't have to worry. Nobody gonna arrest me. I'm in Myanmar calling and stealing your money. Now you wanna arrest me? Hey, go to Myanmar. Okay? Go to Thailand, go to Cambodia, go to Laos. Can you capture me? No. Okay? Um, there's this thing called pig butchering scam. Okay. Now, what is this pig butchering scam? So, basically, you can listen to this. You can listen to this. Okay. It's a pig butchering scam. What do I mean by that? So basically, a person pretending to be another person. Let's just say I am a guy, but I try to steal money. Okay, so I'm gonna target an American. So I will post these fake pictures of me being a very beautiful Asian lady, okay? A very confident, right? Very rich, for example. And then I will send a text message trying to connect with friends, connecting with an Americans, pretending that, oh, I'm looking for love, blah, 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 whatever, investment opportunity. And then building this relationship for like 2 or 3 months. Why is it called pig butchering? Because when raising a pig, you have to feed the pig so that the pig can become bigger, right? And up to the point, and then you're gonna kill the pig. That's why it's called pig butchering scam. You're trying to build up a relationship with another person, and then when the relationship kind of blossom, when you can gain the trust of the other individual on the other side, that you are actually a very beautiful Asian lady, right? Then you ask for money. Hey, please transfer me money. Okay, right? Please transfer me money. Okay, so you can actually Google this, just pick butchering scam. It's pretty popular in Vietnam and also in other countries as well, and being performed by people in less developed country, well, Myanmar, in some African countries, okay? And it's just how crazy this is, okay? Lincoln, so that's why I don't trust social network that much, honestly. Okay, it's a business tool, but personal, okay, right? Oh my God, it's just crazy. Okay, just watch it. It's pretty fun, by the way. Pig butchering scam. By the way, I love John Oliver. Okay, it's a very nice way of delivering the news, so you can watch that. Pretty okay. Now, how serious am I getting? Let's talk about that. It's discipline, right? So you can provide a lot of example of cyber crimes, and cyber crimes are increasing today because it's so difficult, okay, to catch. Murder can be solved easily. Physical crime, like basically that lady, okay, right, kidnapping the two dot the two sorry the two girls on Nguyễn Huệ Boulevard a couple weeks ago, right? Is it a couple days, couple weeks? I don't remember. Okay, hai đứa trẻ đó, right? So that can be captured. The physical crime can be easily captured because of the use of CCTV, but cyber crime really difficult because it is out of the jurisdiction of the police. Now, what do I mean by out of the jurisdiction? Okay, most of the crime are being done out of jurisdiction of the local police. So, like for example, if the person is in Myanmar, okay, and then you in Vietnam, you transfer money somewhere, the money, that amount of money, is gone. There's no way for the local police in Vietnam to help you. There's just no way. The money is gone. They cannot find the person because the person is actually in another country. And Vietnamese police has no jurisdiction whatsoever with another person in Myanmar or in Thailand or in Laos or in Cambodia. There's no one. No way they can do that. Out of the jurisdiction. Nó không nằm trong khu vực mà cảnh sát có thể đụng tới. Basically, it's like, oh, there's a criminal in the US going to Vietnam, try to run away. The FBI has no jurisdiction whatsoever in Vietnam. Okay? The FBI has no jurisdiction in Vietnam. Okay? All right, so not talking about crimes anymore. Okay, let's move on to another topic. Okay, there was many towns and cities constructed in previous century that were more suitable and livable for people of those times, and they are now pretty old locations, right? So what a problem discussed, what can be done to solve. Wait, I think we did this one, right? Did we do this? Did we do this topic? I'm sorry, did we do this? I don't remember. It sounds pretty familiar. Please let me know. Minh Trí, you remember that we did this or not? It sounds very familiar to me. I don't remember. Okay. I don't know. Uh, well, okay. So what problems? Okay. We'll discuss. So first of all, many old towns and cities do not have proper fire protection facilities or do not meet. Okay. Therefore, any fire can cause significant damage, and significant facilities, significant damage to properties and human. Okay. Recent fire, okay, in Vietnam or in some of the countries, usually the fire happening in these areas, right? For example, let's consider this. Khu chung cư cũ quận 5, for example, in Ho Chi Minh City. So if you take a look at these images in Ho Chi Minh City or in Hanoi, these apartments are just really, really old, just really, really old. And if you're talking about fire protection, right, that meeting the fire drill standard for construction today, definitely not. It's just a huge, huge, huge fire risk for many citizens living in these places, these locations. All right, and it's not just in Hanoi, but it's in Ho Chi Minh City, but also in Hanoi as well. Right, many old houses, many old houses. Now, um, okay, therefore, because into humans, okay. Furthermore, these old towns and cities might not have proper sanitation facility. Therefore, this can be the place for new virus breakout, such as in the case of COVID-19, right? Now, yeah, Hồ Chí Minh, for example. So, oh, wait. Phố cổ Hà Nội, okay. So if you consider this, okay, the old quarter in Hanoi, now very historic, very how do I say that? Historical values. Okay, has a lot of historical values. The problem here is when COVID-19 happened, these areas very crowded, okay, very close, right? There's no way for people to maintain, okay, the social distance. There's no way for the people living in these areas, including Hanoi, including Ho Chi Minh City, okay, to have proper social distancing. There's no way. And so COVID-19 breakout happened a lot of people living in this area, you know. It's not just the old quarter in Hanoi, but in some old resident in Ho Chi Minh City as well, and in some other cities in Vietnam, in some slums area in other countries as well. Most people in those areas die. Many of them die because there's no way for them to social distancing. Làm sao mà giãn cách xã hội được? There's no way for them to do that, right? Okay, there's no area, there's no space, right? Okay, so it's just really bad. It's just really bad, but we have to accept that, right? These old towns might not have proper sanitation facility. Okay, there's a new virus breakout, such as the case of COVID-19. Furthermore, okay, okay, what we done to solve, okay? Government should spend money. Tái định cư, spend money to relocate, to purchase all houses, purchase land and houses in these old towns and cities. Then they can relocate people to new area and rebuild the old area, the old town. Ok, đó là cái tái định cư, đúng không? Tức là nhà nước đền bù. Sau đó basically, okay, so basically the government will purchase the lands and the house, give you a certain amount of money, or switch with you, okay, houses and apartments in other areas you can live, right? In District 2, District 9, for example, and then these areas will be converted into new buildings, new houses, new apartments, whatsoever, okay? But it's going to be a solution. You know, I think that is the only solution because it's really hard for these people. These people, they do not have money. Now, if you have money, do you want to live if you have enough money, do you want to live in a place like this? Probably not, right? Everybody wants to live in bigger house, more convenient, right? And then, you know, just think about if there's a fire, how can you run away from a fire? And that is a problem, okay? Why so many people, okay, die in that right? How many people? 56 people died, right? 56 people died in Hanoi because that mini condo, it was located and is located in a very, very small alley that, okay, the fire trucks could not reach the house. The fire truck could not reach the house. It was that bad, right? So it's just really sad, well, but these people, okay, they don't have enough money to move to a better location. So it's up to the governments to provide that amount of money and to relocate them to better places. Okay, rebuild the old town. I think that is, I think that's the only solution. Okay, all right, that's the only solution because these people they don't want to move and they don't have enough money to move. It's kind of really hard to tell them, hey, you should move. But yeah, I know, but I don't have money, so I need to live here. Okay. I don't know if you know. I visited a place in Hanoi, a relative in Hanoi, and I just don't think like last year. Oh, sorry, not last year. During Tet holiday, this year, during the Tet holiday, I was in Hanoi, and oh my God, the house was like 10 meter 10 meters square for four people. Okay, for four people. No, yeah, okay. And they had to use and share the bathroom with other families in that condo. Like, I don't know, like the concept of sharing public, it's like a public restroom. Okay. And it was just like for me, like, oh my God, this is 2024, man. Okay. And in Hanoi, and I'm sure in Ho Chi Minh City, same story. But then oh my God. I just could not imagine that, like sharing restroom with another family. I just cannot imagine that. But they've been living in that, I don't know, how do you want to call it? It's not really an apartment, I guess, an old apartment, maybe, I don't know. But for many years already. Okay, 10 meters square. And the daughter is like 2021. The son is like 60. Four people in that 10 meters square. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh gosh. Why don't you move? Oh yeah, I don't have money to move. It's just really bad. It's just really bad. Okay. Just one more topic. One more topic. Okay. Oh wait, by the way, if you want more ideas on this one, just get into the, you know, for example, old quarters in Hanoi. Okay, all right, something like that. Okay, yeah, you can talk about the old quarters in Hanoi. You can talk about the old condos in District 5 of Ho Chi Minh City, District 6 of Ho Chi Minh City, District 8 of Ho Chi Minh City, and also in District 1 of Ho Chi Minh City. So there are some places like that, even in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, right? Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Computer often argue the most important invention in the last 100 years. Now, agree or disagree? Now, if you disagree, you're basically saying that, well, you know what? Yeah, there are more other, invention is very important as well. So for the last 100 years, you are talking about vaccine. Okay, vaccine. Okay, now, when was vaccine? When the first one was the first vaccine created? Um, it was. Wait, what? Really? Oh, really? Brief history of vaccination. But I thought the first vaccine was developed 1886, 85. Spanish flu pandemic killed 1 in 6. Vaccine and US military priority. Okay, okay. Influenza vaccine. So it has been much, much older. Sorry, my bad. Not vaccine. I thought the vaccine was like I remember Jonas Salk. Okay. I remember this person. He invented the polio vaccines. Okay, virus bại liệt saved so many children around the world. Right now, today you are born, you receive immediate vaccination against polio. Uống thuốc chống bại liệt ngay lập tức luôn. Right, đúng không? Trẻ mới sinh là bắt buộc phải có. Right, this is a mandatory in Vietnam. I just remember him. I was thinking about this vaccine and him when I was talking about this. So vaccine was like, oh my God, way back. Okay, now let me delete this. Okay, you can agree. Okay, let's talk about agree. It's gonna be pretty easy. Okay, computers. I'm talking about the internet. Okay, I'm talking about the internet because computer is different from the internet. Okay, now computers has allowed human supercomputing power to solve many problems in the world. Okay, okay. Has allowed human to have power to solve many problems in the world. Okay, computers have allowed. Okay, right now, next one. Agree. Okay, for example, computers, people have used computers for manufacturing and productions of many various products. Furthermore, computers have allowed people to communicate and communicate to be more, I'm not talking about internet, okay? To be more productive at work. Okay. Okay, computer save time, be more productive at work. All right. You can just say example, different example. Okay. Internet, in my opinion, is the most important invention. Okay, in the last 100 years. Okay. The reason why is because think about this today. Computer, when you buy a computer, if the computer does not have internet access, it is pretty useless. If you buy a phone and you can connect to the internet, it's pretty useless. So the internet, I think, in my opinion, is the most important invention in the last 100 years. Okay, so you can actually point that out. A computer without, computer without internet access is really useless. It's not I don't want to use the word useless. Is not cannot be used. No, I don't want to use, I don't want to say that. It's not a productive tool. Okay, I want to use this. I don't want to use the word useless. It's not for human. Okay. Furthermore, other electronic devices such as mobile phones and smart TV need the internet to operate in today's world. Okay, right? So the internet is just really, really, really important. Now, another invention that you can actually talk about for the last 100 years is the gene, okay? The human genome discovery, okay? Now, this is very important. The Human Genome Project, discovered 1990, okay, and 2003. Now, why is this very important? Because by understanding the gene of human, scientists and doctors are able to determine why certain illnesses, okay, are happening to human. Now, if you're thinking about the mRNA vaccine, during COVID, mRNA vaccines, yeah, COVID, yeah, the mRNA, okay, molecule called messenger RNA to produce immune response, okay, and so okay, without the Human Genome Project, it's just impossible for the mRNA to be developed. And just think about that. In the past, it took many years to develop a certain type of vaccine. For COVID, 1 year, more than 1 year. And Pfizer and BioNTech and Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna, okay, were able to create mRNA vaccine to help prevent COVID-19, to help protect humanity within 1 year. So quickly, okay? And that was because of the Human Genome Project and the understanding of human gene by scientists and doctors around the world, okay? And now scientists are using their understanding of gene to develop different cures for different illnesses, including cancer, and help prolong human health, okay? So gene, I think this is a very, very important discovery as well. Most important invention. Oh no, it's saying invention. Yeah, my bad. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if okay. If no, mRNA, sorry, Human Genome Project is not invention, but it is discovery. It is discovery. Okay? All right. So I should not say that. I should not say that. No, Human Genome Project. The internet. Another one. Well, no, let me talk about this. Antibiotics, right? I don't know if this is what you call, human developed this. So is this an invention or is it more a discovery? Because the human genome is more like a discovery. It's not an invention. It's not like we're creating this. But I guess antibiotics, okay? Is a very, very, very important invention by human scientists to help save countless lives. Okay? Countless lives. Right? So you can actually talk about the internet, talk about antibiotics, and you can actually talk about mobile phones. Okay? The invention of mobile phone allows communication between people, okay, around the world. It's just a significant, a very, very, very important invention, right? Improve the efficiency of life, improve the ability to communicate long distance, improve business, and allowing people from long distance to connect with each other. Okay, invention of antibiotics. The invention of antibiotics has helped save countless lives. Okay, many types of antibiotics have helped cure many illnesses around the world. Okay, and when antibiotics first, I don't remember the history, was first invented by, okay. Oh, okay, penicillin, 1928. So it's still 100 years. Still 100 years, not yet. It's not 2028 yet. It's 2024. So I'm still within 100 years. Right. So Alexander Fleming, okay, invented penicillin. Okay, it was basically the first true antibiotic, saved countless lives. So many people. Okay, right. Now, well, if you watch Oppenheimer, nuclear power, I don't know. I don't know if this is like the most important invention, but this is, I have to say, is one of the most influential invention in human history. It has changed the course of history for many countries, changes the course of history for the World War II, right? And then the Cold War, and then now I don't know, man, the war is just getting crazy. Okay, war is happening, right? Iran, Israel fighting in the Middle East, Ukraine, Russia. Oh my God, it's just nuclear power. I don't know if this is good or bad, but yeah. Anyway, not just computer, okay, but the internet, antibiotics, okay, mobile phones, nuclear power, right? The benefit of computer is just tremendous, right? You can actually talk about that. Computers have allowed people to do many different things. So it's up to you. You want to choose, okay? What? Right? Okay. Agree or disagree? Okay. So I can give you this. So not the human genome. This is my bad. Okay. This is the discovery. This is not an invention. This is a discovery. Sorry, my bad. Okay. I was thinking it's an invention. No, we didn't invent that. Right? Okay. We didn't create that. It was more discovery. Okay. So it's 3:30 already. I don't think I have enough time. I will cover these two topics next week. Okay. Two topics next week. Okay. This one is pretty easy, right? But this one I think is very interesting. So let's save this topic for next week. Okay, everyone. All right. So thank you, and let me give you the exercise to do today. All right.